Chapter 693. Your Majesty, urgent news has just arrived from the cavalry. It seems there was a clash in the capital's Fifth Wall district between the healers of the Crown Prince and their former colleagues, resulting in the partial destruction of a building. The number of casualties has yet to be confirmed, but several members of the cavalry are currently infiltrating the scene to apprehend the perpetrators and manage the situation. Emperor Kalusa halted his meal, which he was sharing with the Empress. She looked at him with eyes full of concern. Your Majesty? The Emperor, showing no sign of surprise and indicating he was fine, nodded and then directed his order to the head attendant who brought the news. It's hardly been any time since I warned about their absence from their post today, and already an incident occurs. Contact the Imperial Knights and the capital security guards immediately to assist in evacuating and managing the civilians nearby, and to track and arrest any suspicious individuals in the vicinity. And send this item to the cavalry, instructing them to take it to the scene. The Emperor handed over a small flower that had been decorating the dining table, having imbued it with his power. The head attendant carefully received it, bowing deeply. Understood, Your Majesty. The Emperor's orders, seemingly ordinary, carried a clear intent. He commanded that no forces other than the cavalry be involved in the scene, focusing solely on the management of the surroundings. This strategy not only prevented other groups from interfering with the cavalry, but also prepared for managing public opinion in the aftermath. It seems we must conclude our meal here. There is no need for you to skip your meal because of this burden. Perhaps you should take the rest with you. It's all right. I too shall return to the Dawn Palace and ensure this matter doesn't spread unnecessarily. And I must send a message to Duke Paleta in the south. It would be faster for me to act than for Your Majesty. The Empress rose from her seat, mentioning her responsibilities. Seeing her tense yet firm expression, a faint smile finally appeared on the Emperor's face. You are a great support. I will send news as soon as the matter is settled. If anything happens, summon me. You know the way. The Emperor's gaze fell on a decorative flower on a button the Empress had recently started wearing. Through it, he always kept an eye on her surroundings, ready to respond swiftly should she face any danger. The Empress gently touched the button, nodding. Of course, I know. The couple clasped hands firmly, then parted ways. Returning to his office, Emperor Kalusa soon received a report from the cavalry that the situation had been resolved. However, not everything had gone as the cavalry had originally planned. The Emperor could guess the situation to some extent through the flower he had sent, but needed more detailed information. He secretly and quickly summoned the cavalry members who were at the scene. Soon, the intelligence members hurried to him and prostrated themselves. However, the pharmacist Enon was not among them. Officially, he was assisting with the treatment of the injured from the scene, but in reality, he had openly refused, saying, "Why go when it's enough without me?" The Emperor scanned the faces of the prostrated cavalry members. Most were covered in dust, and a few even smelled of blood, clearly having rushed here without time to clean themselves. Among them, a strikingly handsome man with red hair and a strong scent of blood caught the Emperor's attention. I remember seeing you before, Sir Gakane Bulanwald. You bravely stood and fought for me. There was no need to mention where the fight happened, but they both knew the answer, so that was enough. I'm honored that you remember me, Your Majesty. Can you explain what happened today? Gakane, kneeling on one knee and with a faint flush on his face, recounted the day's happenings. Today, we received information that a particularly dangerous faction within the group, known as the Star of Nagran, was gathering in the capital. We were on standby nearby. The intelligence was accurate and we witnessed them entering a meeting place. However, not long after, an explosion occurred there. Gakane recalled the moment he and Devran rushed towards the house from which the explosion sounded. The interior was already in a chaos upon their arrival. Through the half-destroyed wall, they glimpsed a scene in the corridor, people holding those bleeding and fallen confronting others. Gakane quickly recognized Nahan on the side of the fallen and a middle-aged sage on the opposite. The conversation they overheard was troubling. Nahan, I see the caliber of those who follow you, blinded by independence, daring to attack us. What nonsense! Didn't you see Nahan rise first to attack? You, Longbottom, manipulated Ixi to strike. Trying to pin the blame on us? Look at what your people have done. You are no longer our brothers or allies. Gakane paused for a moment, absorbing the gravity of their words. In the tense standoff, with everyone readying their powers for an attack, Nahan, almost entirely seen from behind, spoke softly. So, this is your will. Nahan, don't stoke misunderstandings with such words. Despite warnings, you came here without consulting, endangering our brothers and sisters. Why act so rashly? The middle-aged man, his hood drawn deep, spoke with genuine regret. Me? Rash? Perhaps, but isn't it more reckless to never intend to keep promises? Nahan, how dare you speak to the sage like that? Someone shouted in anger, but Nahan remained unmoved. When you saved my life, I was ungrateful, but the name, the Star of Nagran you gave me, and the purpose behind it moved me deeply. I thought I could do anything for it. Nahan's words carried an eerie weight. Despite his weakened voice from a long injury, it only made his words more chilling, like the sound of rusted metal silencing everyone. Even Gakane and Devran hesitated to enter. Such was the cold, heavy aura filling the space. Nahan continued. But I began to doubt when the promise kept being delayed. Why did I believe it so? It occurred to me I was the only one who promised. You never gave a firm answer. Nahan, the time is not yet right. How many times did I ask when the time would come? I came here for an answer, but you give none, and the others stand like puppets, erecting walls to block me. If this isn't the answer, what is? Even as a brother's life is lost, you remain silent? The sage remained silent. Nahan, who had been standing still, waiting for a response, let out a low laugh. Now I see. You're afraid of me, aren't you, sage? At that moment, even the awakeners following Nahan looked at him in surprise. Gakane and Devran also snapped to alertness. Devran. Got it. Devran immediately used his ability, emitting flames. As the fire burst through the partially destroyed building, the confronting awakeners turned in confusion. Who is this? We are from the cavalry. Gakane didn't elaborate further. The reason was simple. Either Ale, the reliable leader of the intelligence department, and a close comrade of theirs had hinted at a similar situation in a recent letter. Should the Star of Nagran be listed as a collaborator with the cavalry, soon they are likely to react in some way. They will start suspecting and confronting each other. If you happen to face them in this process, don't waste words. Just reveal your identity as cavalry and respond accordingly. They will figure out the rest themselves. Indeed, Yuji's prediction was spot on. Those who didn't expect the cavalry to arrive so swiftly were taken aback, glaring at each other. So quick. You called them! What nonsense! It must have been you! Amidst the shouting, someone attacked Gakane and Devran. It was a flame ability similar to Devran's. However, when Devran waved his hand, the fire rushed towards them dissipated. Although his fire-controlling ability was still lacking in firepower and control compared to Yudhar's, his capacity to manipulate other awakeners with fire abilities as if they were his own earned him high regard. His diligent practice had paid off, enabling him to perform such feats almost effortlessly. Sage, get away, we will hand this. Nahan, run. Chaos erupted instantly. Gakane summoned his shadow clone to counter those rushing towards him, while also spotting the sage trying to cleverly retreat with a few people. He called out to Devran.